our chances from the beginning, we were always worried about the Malay votes. We were quite positive about the Chinese and the Indian votes. Not because of just campaigning of 7 days. I think the Indians and Chinese have been very well served by the Pakatan riot government in Selangor in the past 2 years. We have brought changes for them. We have supported them financially in their most sensitive of areas, especially schools and places of worship, and which has been neglected for all this while. And now we have given them back the faith that they are also part and parcel of this society, and there is a government that will take their views in consideration and try to help them out. That is one. So now when we do this here, and they see that we are more open, and our type of governing is we don't have too much of protocol. You know, we are very open, and we meet everyone everywhere. So I think that has played a big role within the Indian community, and the Indian community has seen this change as such, because they suddenly realize that they are a very valuable lot. They can actually milk both sides if they want, and get the best of the outcome, and this is good for them, and this is what we are trying to tell them. So the main problem in Hulu Selangor with the Indian community is they belong to the lower income group. 70% of them belong to lower income group. They are doing menial jobs, or they are doing jobs in estates, in farms, and they are all contract workers, many of them. Majority of them are contract workers. And so contract workers, and some of them don't have the special privileges. They don't subscribe to the needs of the labor laws and things like that. So they are neglected to a certain extent. And that is why in this neglect you see that there is a move by Barisan Nasional to buy votes. And I think this is one of the most expensive by-elections that we have ever had in the history of Malaysia. If you add up all the payments and all the goodies that are being dished out to the people around here, it looks like it's coming from a bottomless pit of money. I was just told today that Felcra workers are getting something like 153 million ringgit. So you see, that's a huge sum of money to spend during a by-election in Hulu Selangor, and you do this type of things. So you don't differentiate between an election and the powers that is ruling the federal as well as the state government. We in the state government are trying our level best not to use state resources in these elections. We are only limiting ourselves. We cannot compete with them in terms of money. They are pouring money all over the place, and they are inducing everyone, and there is this dire need for them to win these elections. The other thing is, we never called this a referendum. We never did. From the beginning, we treated this as a by-election. We never did this as a referendum. Najib declared it as a referendum. So I think he will have to face the consequences of that statement, saying that this is a referendum for him. If he wants to challenge that and take it up as a referendum for him, referendums can be read in different forms and different ways. Correct. It doesn't mean that if you win, you have the support and the referendum was right, the referendum is for your majority and that you win. Or even if you lose, it doesn't mean that you fail the referendum. We have to then analyze how much was spent by Barisan Nasional compared to how much was spent by us in this election, and how people reacted to the issues pertaining to the place at that time. I think that should be the whole picture that we should read, and that I think we will leave it to the professional analysts who will do all that at the end of the day. But at present, we are still on the winning streak. We are going all out in the last 12 hours. In order to entice anybody who's still sitting on the fence. I think people have made up their mind, but those who are sitting on the fence to shift towards us, and we hope that the ground stays firm as it is now, and tomorrow by 9 o'clock at night in the evening we will have a very victorious celebration with all the Pakatan riot parties in Hulu Selangor. Thank you.